Hey traders, it's Lekon here and welcome to another weekly market analysis video. If you like clean price action, market structure and having high probability trade setups, you're in the right place. Without talking too much, let's get into the chart. As you can see, the first pair that we have for the week is CAD JPY, that is Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. And on the weekly time frame, you can see that the market is currently bullish as the market has not closed above or below this previous market swing. Now we have this area of interest here where the market has tested multiple times in the past. Going down to the daily time frame, on the daily time frame you can see that the market is also bullish as it has not closed above or below this previous market swing. And we have this area of interest here also on the daily time frame, which is clearer, but you can see it has been tested multiple times and we had a rejection from that area of interest to anytime the market got there. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, what would I be waiting for? Basically, I'll just be waiting for the market to give us a retracement into our area of interest for me to then look for my entry signal to take the trade to the upside. The next pair we have is USDJPY. USDJPY on the weekly time frame, you can see that the market is currently bearish because the market has not closed above or below this previous market swing. Where would I be targeting? I have this area of interest here which I did not highlight. I will explain that as the video goes on. This will be my target for me to take the sales on the weekly time frame. But on the daily time frame, you can see that the market is currently bullish. As you can see, the market is currently bullish on the daily time frame. Why I will be interested in taking this trade is because if you look at the weekly time frame, we are at this low where the market, anytime the market came to this low, you can see we have rejections, we have rejection, we have rejections, we have rejection, and these rejections are not just small rejections, they are big rejections. So I'm expecting the market to give us a rejection from this point into our area of interest, our weekly area of interest, where we then look for our sell signal. So on the daily time frame, we can see that the market is currently bullish. As the market closed, as you can see, the market came down, it was this low, it was this elbow, and the market closed above, giving us a retest of this previous market structure point with this push. So now we can see that the market is currently bullish on the daily time frame, as we have not closed above or below this previous market swing. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the 4-hour time frame is also very bullish as the market has not closed above or below this previous market swing. On the daily time frame, we have this area of interest here where the market has tested multiple times and given us good rejection from, if you look to the left. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we already have a rejection here for our area of interest and engulfing, but we cannot take this trade at this point because it gives us so much risk. Let me see, we have about 133 pips stop loss, and that's too much for a day trade in my opinion. So what I'm doing is going down to the 1-hour time frame, and on the 1-hour time frame, I'm waiting for the market to give me retracement on the fib level into our 50% retracement area for me to then look for the bias to the upside. You can see giving us a good 1 to 2.2 risks to reward ratio. So that's what I'm waiting for USDJPY. The next pair that we have is EURUSD. EURUSD on the weekly time frame. You can see this week we have so many counter trend trade, as you can see. On the weekly time frame from EURUSD, I see the market is currently bullish because the market has not closed above or below this previous market swing. And going down to the daily time frame, you can see that the market is currently bearish as the market has closed bearish at this point. The market's giving us an indicator that the market is having a reversal, and you can see with this head and shoulder pattern which formed at this point. So basically what we're just waiting for is a retest of the head and shoulder, which you can see that the market already retested it. So what we're going to be doing, we'll go down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market has given us a shift of structure from our area of interest. So what would I be waiting for? Basically the same thing. On the 1-hour time frame, I'll be waiting for the market to give me a retracement into our 50% or 61% retracement level for me to then look for the trade to the downside. As you can see here, giving us 1 to 2, a 1 to 2.2 risks to reward ratio. So that's what we have for EURUSD. The next pair which we'll be looking at is EURUGBP. On EURUGBP on the weekly time frame, we can see that the market is currently bullish. Like I said, we are taking a lot of counter trend trade. I don't think they are really counter trend because we have 2 time frames, you see, which is daily and the 4-hour time frame. So basically we're just setting ourselves up for like a day trade situation into our higher time frame area of interest, which is the weekly time frame area of interest. So as you can see on the weekly time frame for EURUGBP, we are currently bullish. The market has not closed above or below this previous market swing, but for the past 3 weeks the market has been bearish. And if you understand market structure, you know that the market is coming to create a new higher low at this area of interest, in the weekly area of interest, which has been tested multiple times. On the daily time frame, what do we see on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, we can identify that the market is currently bearish as the market has broken below all these previous market lows, now giving us a retest with this area of interest, which I consider a very strong area of interest, because you can see when the market go here, we had a rejection, and now we are rejecting this area of interest again on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market is already at our area of interest. So what would I be waiting for? I'll be going down to the lower time frame, which is the 1-hour time frame, to look for the market to give me a retracement into our 50 and our 61% retracement level for me to then look for the short position to the downside. As you can see, we'll be having a 1 to 3.8 risks to reward ratio, which is a very, very good risk to reward in my opinion. And you just have to have a minimum of a 1 to 2 risks to reward. So in my opinion, this is a very good day trade setup. So down to the next pair. The next pair we're going to be having is GBP/CHF. For GBP/CHF, I really don't want to add this to my list at the moment, but I've been waiting for this pullback for the past 2 weeks, and now we're at our weekly area of interest. You see, like what we have for USDJPY, we are this low where the market came to, where the market has tested multiple times. You see, this is a very significant low in the market, and now the market is at this point. So for GBP/CHF, we're at the same point. As you can see, the market came to this low here. Let me drop this. The market came to this low, which we then started taking day trades, bullish day trades. So basically, we're just waiting for the market to get to our area of interest. So we're taking these small day trades, the small buys inside here. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that the market is currently bearish. As you can see, the market has closed above or below this previous market swing on the daily time frame. You can see that the market is currently bullish. Actually, the market is bullish as the market has not closed above what's below this previous market swing. You can see the market closed above this point here, making it bullish. And on the 4-hour time frame, the market is currently bearish. So we're going to be waiting for one of two things. Usually I should be waiting for the market to give me a break of this consolidation here to the upside. I was initially waiting for maybe something like this, because the daily time frame is currently bullish, for us to then take the trade so the upside. So basically that's what I'll be waiting for this pair. This pair, I think I'll be removing it from my list because I feel like it's complicating things. So basically we just have 4 major pairs that we're looking out for the week, which is CAD JPY. CAD JPY, we're waiting for the market to give us a retracement into our area of interest for us to then take the trade to the upside. USDJPY or USDJPY, we're currently at our area of interest. Basically, we're just waiting for the lower time frame to give us an extra confirmation, or let's say a better entry into the market. As you can see, this happened on Friday, so it was the ending of the trading week, which is not be sensible to take any trades. So what I'll just be expecting is for the market to give me a retracement into any of this area, or down here, or anyone into this area, or back to our area of interest for me to then take the trade to the upside. For EURUSD, basically the same thing, 1 hour time frame retest for me to then take the trade to the downside. Euro GBP, the same thing, waiting for a retest to take the trade to the downside. There's something I forgot to add, which is our psychological level. Putting a psychological level is just basically just trying to get that institutional price, as the round figure where the banks and all other parties, institutional parties, will be looking to enter the trade. As you can see, we have the psychological level here of 103,800. So that's an extra confluence for us to take this trade. As you can see here, for USDJPY, we have our psychological level of 143,800, which, as you can see, the market tapped it and just rejected The next pair that we have is this. Okay, we already have our psychological level, which is 1.56500. The next pair is EURUSD or EURUSD. Let me draw this. Psychological level for you guys. So basically, just drop it in there. Come and just adjust to the nearest psychological level, which is 0.85300. As you can see, the market is at that point. So basically, that's what we're waiting for this week. I believe this week is going to be a good trading week for us. Yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. I'm still trying to make these videos better for you guys, and hopefully we take some good setups this week. Catch you guys in the next video.